We're going to the Olympics. Alexa and Chris Knierim, and I think I got that right. They are the first married couple in 2 decades to compete and medal for Team USA. They got a bronze. And they join us now in New York City. Chris and Alexa are with us now. Ladies, gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
I know you've faced this question before, but being married, I'll ask you first, Alexa, doesn't this impose extraordinary difficulties on your married life when you're out there training for 8 to 10 hours a day?
How can there be any difficulties when you're married to such a cute guy like Chris?
Good answer.
Yeah.
Look, I know this is an extremely personal question, but Chris, if you have a fight off the ice, how does your performance on the ice rate?
It's 10 out of 10 still. We keep them separate.
You've had this question before.
Can't bring it on the ice. Can't take it off the ice.
But you have had this question before.
Not my first time.
You know,
and it's practiced response, isn't it?
On the ice is where there would be any kind of argument. Off the ice, the whole married life thing, that's a breeze. It's more of like the technical parts in skating where there might be some bickering.
But seriously, when you're on the ice and you're doing the pairs skating, it's exceptionally precise, isn't it? You've got to do absolutely everything perfectly together. Mm-hmm. Do you have a sort of a sense of being in touch with your partner? Yeah,
we can sense when we're truly gelled that day.
Truly what?
Gelled, like one unit.
Okay, got it, got it.
You know, when you make your hair perfect and you put the gel in to keep it in place.
Okay, I got it.
That's Chris and I do our best. And it's kind of difficult sometimes to be there. You know, some days you're fatigued, some days you're just, you know, a little bit more tired than other days.
You had a fight?
Yeah. So we have to put in the effort to make sure we're always united and, you know, one unit.
Were you aware at all, Chris, of the politics that were swirling around the Olympics?
You know what? Being at the Olympics and being an athlete at the Olympics, you're focused. You got your blinders on and you're there to work and do your job. So we weren't really...
Never aware of it?
No. I mean, we were there and working and skating.
What about that little argument about a young lady who took a selfie with Ivanka? And people didn't like that, perhaps because they don't like Ivanka or the Trumps. What's your response to that?
I was unaware of it. I mean, for me, selfies are such a big deal. I'm always trying to get Chris to take a selfie with me everywhere, and he always shuts me down.
See, that was the picture. I mean, that went around the world, and it wasn't... A lot of people didn't like it, thought they shouldn't have done it. But are you going to be invited to the White House?
Well, we haven't been yet, but hopefully.
Yeah. And you would go?
I mean, it's the people's house. It would be such an honor to be in there and just see what is history in there. I mean, we would be honored.
What are you going to do now? Wait a second.
Wait.
Your agent is sitting right over there. I'm sure he's got plans, but I'm not going to ask him. I'm asking you. What are you going to do?
Well, first I have a question for you.
Me?
Yeah, because I know that you had a boxer in here recently and he showed you his belt.
Yes.
I want to know how you feel about some real Olympic medals.
May I handle it?
Yes, it's heavy. Can you handle it?
Yes, I can handle it. Wow, it is heavy.
It is.
Yeah.
That's got to be 3 or 4 pounds.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's not all gold, is it?
In my heart.
Oh, that's bronze. Okay. Is it all bronze?
Yeah, it's all gold.
It's gold in our hearts.
But seriously, are you going to compete 4 years from now? Are you going to do it again? Or are you going to go professional and doing the skating rink circuit, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're in the best years of our lives right now, and we're not going to stop. So we're ready to push forward, and we have World Championships coming up in 2.5 weeks. So we still have a lot of training to do before the end of the season. But we're so happy skating and in love, and it's nothing that we want to end right now.
How long have you been married?
It's been over 1.5 years, just a little bit.
Oh, it's early days.
Yeah. We're in the honeymoon phase.
That's a terrible thing to say. I'm shocked with what you can get away with on television. I really am. Alexa, Chris, it was an absolute pleasure having you here. And we wish you the very, very best of luck in the future. You've done honor to America, and that's a fact.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much indeed.